5,190 workers died in 2016 alone. Let that number sink in just a little bit. That's over 5,000 people have work-related deaths in 2016. Why is this number important to you? Because if you're like 98% of all Americans, you get up and you go to work every day expecting to come home every day, right? Well, for 5,000 people in 2016, that wasn't the case. So, my name is Kurt Sullivan, and I work for a company called Crossland Construction Company, and I work construction. And I work, which is a pretty dangerous job, but it's like you, I want to come home every day. So today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about some different things that companies implement to keep you safe, and some of the tools that they supply that keeps you safe. Okay, the very first thing I want to talk about is OSHA. In 1970, Congress passed an act called the Occupational Safety Health Administration Act. And that was the first time that Congress realized that, hey, we need to do something to protect our workers. So they passed an act, and it's basically just an administration that kind of oversees private sector companies and making sure that they stay within federal regulations and keeping people safe. Now every year they always add something as new data comes in and stuff like that. And basically what OSHA does is they'll come out and make sure, you know, if you're working in trenches, that, you know, your trenches are benched off, or if you're working up on heights, that, you know, you have fall protection if you're over 6 feet, and, you know, that your electrical cords are safe and different things like that. And you know, they can inspect anything from people on the roof to machinery to trenching to safety equipment to electrical cords, and they cover just about everything. So a lot of times they're pretty good, and they can be a little bit strict, but all in all, it's just about keeping you safe. And second thing I'd like to talk about is something that we call the iceberg effect. And basically what that is when somebody gets injured on a job, a lot of people think that medical bills are the #1 expense, and it's not true. Medical expenses are the very least expensive thing out of all injuries at work. After that, it goes to insurance rates and loss of production at work, lower morale, and overall, you know, cost your business money or whatever. So when people get hurt at work, it's not just your medical bills that are expensive. It gets carried on to insurance rates and things like that. So you keeping yourself safe on the job benefits not only yourself, but it benefits your company, to whereas if they don't have any accidents in a given year, their recordable incident goes down, which lowers your insurance rates, which, you know, when your company has more bottom dollar, then, you know, generally they pass the buck on to you. So that makes higher wages for you, and maybe low insurance rates and different things like that. And the third thing I want to talk about is your safety equipment. And basically brought a couple of things here, which is a hard hat, and basically you wear it on your head, and it's a hard shell, and it's rated for, I think, 2,000 pounds per square inch impact. And if something were to fall on your head, and it's going to protect you, you know, your brain. And another thing is your gloves and your safety glasses, okay, which are, these safety gloves have Kevlar built in to where they have cut protection, and safety glasses just protects things from hitting your eyes. And what my company does, not every company does that, is they offer an incentive program. So basically what that is when they come out to your job, if you're wearing your hard hat and you got your gloves on, and you have your gloves on and your glasses on and your safety vest on, you can qualify for a safety day, and they give you 4 of those days a year. So it's pretty good. I mean, that's 32 hours of extra pay a year for nothing, you know. And so it's just different, like I was saying, just a different thing for your company to benefit from. And but the most important thing is, no matter what OSHA does to regulate the company, and no matter what your company offers for incentives, safety is important because it starts with you. And if you yourself aren't aware of different things going on, or you're not wearing your fall protection or your hard hat and things like that, and something were to happen to you, no matter what rules are in place or what incentive program that they have, you got to remember that safety starts with you. And one last thing, if you're in the construction thing, there's a thing called the Fatal Four, which is the four most deadly accidents that happen in the construction industry. And that is falls, being crushed, and electrocution, and pinch point, which is basically getting in between machinery and things like that. So, in conclusion, the most I can tell you is to work safe, and to make sure that you're coming home every day to your loved ones and things like that, and that there's different things out there that are trying to keep you safe. But all in all, safety begins with you and ends with you. And that's all. Thank you for listening, and I hope you walk away a little bit safer than when you first heard this speech.